A transcription job involves listening to audio or video recordings and converting them into written text. Transcribers, also known as transcriptionists, create written documents that follow grammar rules and industry standards, and it looks something like this. A transcription side hustle is something that you can do conveniently from home because maybe you don't want passengers in your vehicle with rideshare, smelly food, long waits at a restaurant with food delivery, or placing someone's retail order in a CVS for unmentionable personal items. This might be a lot easier, and in this video I have 3+ options for you. Some of these paying $30 plus an hour. Seemingly pretty easy, but surprisingly actually kind of technical. Let's begin. Our first option is Allegis Transcription, a base level of qualifications. Let's do that. Qualifications and then the pay for each respective platform here. So, number one, at least native level understanding, if not obviously, native fluency of the English language, and an exceptional, strong understanding of grammar, syntax, etc. Equipment wise, it seems pretty easy. Like I just need a computer, a desktop, a laptop. You can't really do this on the phone if you want to work with speed here, but a laptop, a desktop, headphones, or something where I can listen to the video and or audio. You think maybe just your speakers would be okay as well. There's also this foot pedal that's very commonplace with transcriptionists that will allow you to control the speed of the video or audio file because obviously you need your hands to constantly be typing and working here. But let's see specifically what Allegis Transcription requires. Number one, personal email account, easy. But number two, Windows-based computer system and have it obviously password protected. This is not available on a Mac or a Linux platform, but I do have other platforms that might be a good option for you later. Keep in mind, there is some upfront cost here. It is a business expense as a 1099 independent contractor. But if you don't have, let's say, the full version of Microsoft Word and that foot pedal, that'll be an initial cost for you. You're required to complete the online training courses provided by Allegis. These training courses are formatting, procedures, grammar, transcription skills, etc. And you're required to pass with 100% accuracy. Now, I also looked at what's involved in getting signed up. It's not just this training, but there's a quiz and there's a phone interview as well. Looking at testimonials here on Glassdoor, one applicant said there are 3 different tests: grammar, research, and a very short transcription sample. During the interview, you are asked to choose between the legal transcription or insurance transcription pathways. I heard that there could be better money in the legal transcription, but you do have to research and understand some of this terminology because you're going to be listening to files, video or audio in this niche. So you need to understand the words that are used in that niche so you can transcribe them appropriately. Regarding that phone interview though, I wanted to hear some actual questions that you'd expect to be asked if you did get that phone interview. So applicants stated they were asked, how much time do you plan to commit to this position each week? You are an independent contractor, keep that in mind. The interviewer asked if I would be able to procure certain equipment needed to succeed in the position. Remember, software and some hardware there. Your experience in transcription generally. What is your typing speed in words per minute? That's kind of important because obviously they want you to hit a certain minimum. That's number one. But if you do have 100 words per minute, 150 words per minute, obviously there's a potential to earn more there. There's a software, Windows 11 or higher at home? Do you have the full version of Microsoft Office? Do you have a foot pedal? Do you have any previous experience in legal or insurance transcription? How much can you earn though before or after you even decide to sign up? Because there's a lot of different options here. So let's look at the pay expectations for Allegis. Glassdoor cites $19 to $30 an hour. Now I'm going to make a point here shortly about the true earnings of transcription. And then looking at some testimonials on Reddit, we see compensation is $1.50 to $1.70 per page. So think about that as well. How are you paid on these respective platforms? It can be literally per word, it can be per page, or it can be per audio or video hour. So here's the point about earnings. if you see advertised, let's say $25 an hour, you want to look at, is it $25 per audio or video hour transcribed? So you're going to be listening to, let's say, an hour-long audio recording, and you're going to be transcribing it, typing per page. If I'm paid per page, I need to know the formatting details, because I've heard for some of them, it's super tiny, single-spaced fonts formatting. It's going to obviously take you a lot longer to fill up one page and get paid for that. The pay for the hourly audio or video, consider this. Yeah, I'm listening to an hour-long audio file, but it's not going to take you an hour to complete it because I'm listening carefully to what's being said. A common problem with some of these platforms that I heard is the audio isn't great. Like, it's super bad audio. Now, there's some hacks. You can download EQ or audio processing software to help kind of clear up some of that audio. So if the file is an hour long, yes, I'll get paid for that hour long track, because that's the 1 hour per audio, whatever hour there. But if it takes me an hour and a half, because I'm rewinding, I'm closely listening, I'm trying to accurately transcribe it here, I got to fast forward, rewind, it takes some time there. It is possible to pull $15 to $22 plus an hour with them. I did, and I type 120 plus words per minute. If you type 100 plus words per minute, you can expect to make $15 to $20 plus an hour on average. And another thing you can do is use what's called macros, or basically keyboard shortcuts. If there's commonly used phrases or words, I don't know, maybe you program it to a company name, a common legal term here, and you can just hit that macro key. That would help save you some time here. Our second platform is Rev. With Rev, they have a grammar quiz, and kind of like Allegis, they have a 3-minute transcription sample here. Now, again, speed is good, but they do emphasize there's other skills that they're looking for, namely accuracy over speed. Similarly, and this makes sense, you're going to see this basically on most platforms here, they basically want a 100% score on these accuracy quizzes here. Rev does say you can reapply every 45 days, however. 30 cents to $1.10 per audio or video minutes. Again, I mean, $1.10 per minute, that equates to $66 an hour. It doesn't really equate to $66 an hour, but still, if you're accurate and you're fast, that can pay pretty good here. And again, listening to testimonials here, it really did seem to come down to that quality of audio, because if you're transcribing this and it sounds great, and I know exactly what to type, you can breeze through that, versus this, and I don't really understand, or I can't really hear it, I gotta rewind. Pay for Rev Indeed quoted $12.55 an hour, but keep in mind, that's a smaller sample size, because on Glassdoor, I saw something more reasonable. $15 to $22 an hour, and then ZipRecruiter, $23 an hour. What I like with Rev, though, I think it's actually a pretty strong at-home side hustle, is it's not just transcription. There's captioning, which is very similar to transcription, but you're perfectly syncing the captions with the video versus, just listening, and then here's your text basically of what was said. Now you're syncing it to the actual times in the video. And you're also conveying any emotion through the text as well. But even higher paying than that, there's transcription, there's captioning, and then Rev has subtitling for anyone that's multilingual. Our next option is 3Play Media. And this one has another unique earnings opportunity. They actually have live captions. So if you just want a different environment where I'm not just listening to video or maybe garbled audio, you could be a live transcriptionist actually sitting in virtually on live events. Now, they do have transcription offerings for 1099 independent contractor work, but that's an interesting spin to be a transcriptionist for a live, let's say, digital event. Now that's called a voice writer. So if I want to be a voice writer on 3Play Media, I need access to a headset, computer, and strong internet connection. But there's nothing in there like Windows only computer. Obviously, I don't need the foot pedal because I'm not going to be transcribing from a pre-recorded video. Even the transcription option seems pretty simple as well. Must be at least 18 years of age or older. excellence, written communication skills, other soft skills. And the pay here, based on Glassdoor, $19 to $30 an hour. Indeed, $24.87, about $25 an hour. Now, that's not just the only options, and I would compare the best ones for you. There's Transcribe Me, who actually advertises having the highest industry pay here. There's Go Transcripts, there's Casting Words, there's Daily Transcription, and more. My initial verdict of all those at-home transcription side hustles for you is they're very convenient. Again, computer, internet connection, maybe a headset. You probably have some headphones or something you can use anyway. Albeit it can be, and basically for everyone, it's going to be very detailed work that kind of is looked at through a fine-tooth comb. But it can reward those who have that skill. And if you're willing to basically master all of the other kind of accessories and other things related, like using the foot pedal, using different software, and if you can hack it a little bit as well, like the EQ and the macros. But something that has started kind of mid-ish 2024 and is certainly going to be here in 2025. And in fact, we've already seen it from one platform. These platforms integrating more and more AI, and I'll say probably some of them are going to fully move to AI and not even need independent contractors. So if you like this space, or if you're interested in this space, keep that in mind and look at other ways to use these skills, maybe in an adjacent agency. But for being an at-home side hustle, the convenience, luxury of working from home, not having to use your personal vehicle with the passengers, food delivery, whatever it's going to be, wearing down the vehicle and being out there managing traffic, etc., or maybe being a personal shopper and just being in and out of stores and all of that might be a good option for you.